Hello, and welcome to this audio journal that I call a podcast. Well, I have to confess that I was being dishonest when I said there wasn't going to be a night drive on Saturday night. Well, technically it's not Saturday night, and I haven't uploaded the two other recordings I made, I don't think. I think I might have uploaded one of them. Who knows? But I am doing a night drive. We don't have any Gatorade, and I'm gonna just get me 2 large Gatorades to sip on. In addition to all the water I drink, I need a lot more water, I think. My roommate's girlfriend bought this really nice spring water from Callaway Gardens here in Georgia. Oh, by the way, you don't have to ignore the beeps. I decided to not be a buffoon and buckle up. But yes, my roommate's girlfriend, she buys these fancy water bottles of water from Callaway Gardens. They're in these blue plastic bottles, and they it's natural spring water or whatever. So I tried to return the favor, because I downed a bunch of them over the week, and I couldn't find but these 6-packs, so I bought 2 of them, and I went hey, I bought some bottled water for you in exchange for drinking some of yours, which is fine. It's just we kind of have this unwritten rule where it's okay to use up something in the house, drinks or food, as long as you replace it when you're after you've finished it off, and that's a good rule to live by, in my opinion. But yeah, because I buy the Gatorade that we all drink as well. Not really big soda drinkers anymore. Occasionally I like a ginger ale. There's nothing wrong with a ginger ale every now and again. Ooh, I might get one, actually. I might get me a ginger ale. But you don't have to obsessively drink soda. I almost exclusively drank soda when I was a middle schooler and a high schooler, and thankfully I'm largely broke of that. I'll have a Coke with dinner every now and again, but not too much, because that stuff does a number on your skin. You'll break out. Luckily, I mostly have a clear complexion. So on this night drive, I think I want to talk about no topic in mind right now. Gotta think of something. I think I want to talk about friendship. I think that's a good thing to talk about. So I growing up as a child, I didn't really excel at making friends. like in elementary school. In first grade, I was best friends with this kid named Tyler. Like, I'd go over to his house and we'd play Super Nintendo games. I remember he had the game Fatal Fury, which is a fighting game I like. And we used to call the character Terry Bogard the Pizza Man, and we referred to the game as Fatal Furry because, we're in first grade and we can almost barely read. And I was friends with Tyler, and then Tyler moved away by second grade, and I was kind of outcasted in second grade. I didn't have any friends, really. It's kind of when the dyslexia crept up. Third grade, I don't really remember very well. I mean, I wasn't, like, atrocious like second grade. Second grade was big turmoil for me. My mom hated my second grade teacher, and my second grade teacher hated me, I guess. And, whatever. It's second grade, who cares, really. Then, fourth grade, I made a friend who got me into wrestling, which I will talk about wrestling in future entries, but I also don't, as much as I don't want this to be a Christian podcast, even though, like, there are episodes of it that focus on my Christian spirituality, and I look at things through a Christian lens sometimes, I guess. It's not, I don't want it to be a Christian podcast. I also don't want this to be a wrestling podcast because, there's a lot better people that make wrestling content. Wrestling Bios comes to mind. I really love his stuff. And sometimes, and I hate to say this because it's kind of denigrating others, sometimes internet wrestling fans make me embarrassed to be a wrestling fan. It's just it's hard to describe, but they make me feel embarrassment. But in fourth grade, I became friends with a guy I'm still kind of friends with, that got me into wrestling. I recall that his favorite wrestler was the Giant in WCW, and I guess, like, if you would have asked me, I liked, at that time, before I was a wrestling fan, I would have said I liked Hulk Hogan. I still like Hulk Hogan. I know that's not fashionable in today's wrestling circles, but I like the guy. I don't know. I think he had good aura, and I think his matches were decently compelling. And, I thought he had a great physique. I also like the Ultimate Warrior, but it's kind of harder to justify his in-ring work than it is to justify Hogan's in-ring work. Ultimate Warrior is a fantastic motivational speaker. But I digress. He was a big fan of the Giant and whatnot. And this was like around the time that the NWO started, when I was in fourth grade, and we the NWO was like the biggest thing. And so, like, I think it rubbed off on this kid in a bad way. He's a good guy now, but in throughout elementary school, it seemed like he had gotten his moral compass from wrestling bad guys. And wrestling bad guys are not good role models. And, he would constantly betray me in the way that I guess children betray each other. And then we'd be friends. Like, again, it was like he was constantly turning heel, turning face, turning heel, turning face in my life. And, it was bizarre. Come to middle school, I wasn't really associating with that kid very much. At that point, I would meet my longtime best friend, who I trained in boxing with. I met him in 6th grade. I did not like him in 6th grade. We were like kind of adversarial in 6th grade. But in 7th grade, we became friends. So, and that friendship lasted a long, long time. I don't know if it can be mended. I would like to mend it if it's possible. If there was a pathway to mend that friendship, I would explore it. But, I'm not so naive as to think that everything could be atoned for. Me and this guy, we were best friends. And for a long time, we were really into like kind of the same things. Like, he wasn't a wrestling fan, but I got him into wrestling. But we were like both into lifting weights. Because I remember when I was in middle school, my dad bought this knotless machine, and me and this kid, when he would spend the night at my house, we'd go into the garage where the knotless machine was, and we'd pump iron. And like, that's kind of where my love of lifting weights started. However, I did have to move away from lifting weights, which I have come to realize was a mistake, because there was a myth that for a long time that lifting weights was bad for boxing. It's not. It's dumb to think so, but yeah, for a long time, there was this widely held belief that lifting weights was bad for boxing. And I stopped lifting weights super seriously when I got into boxing. So we get to like the point where that kid, my longtime best friend, he gets his driver's license, and me and his youngest brother and him and a couple of other friends, we start going to this non-denomination Christian church for their youth group. Like, of course, we're going there to meet girls, to which we did. And I remember that's kind of where like our rivalry kind of like caught off, like kind of started off. Like, he didn't have the charisma to get a girl either. I didn't either. Like, I was no threat to him. But I remember one time we were scheduled I was scheduled to go to the mall with this girl and him, like this group of girls and him. And when she said, "Oh, let's bring Night Driver along," he backed out. He got upset and backed out. And I guess he was like trying to get some alone time to pop the question, ask this girl out, and he viewed me as a threat, which I wasn't. I like self-deprecating. I was fat then. I'm fat now, but I was fat then, and you know, my own like girls. They liked my sense of humor, and like I guess they could tell that I was like a nice person or something, or whatever. Whatever they saw, they liked me, but they didn't, you know, like me enough to want to be my girlfriend. And I think that the fact that they liked me in any way kind of like offset this guy. Like it bothered him, but like they didn't like me that way, and I don't think he grasped that. Then lo and behold, not lo and behold, sorry about that. That's a dumb thing to say. Then like in my earlier one, the girl that I thought I was in love with, the first girl that I thought I was in love with, she and I started to become friends in high school, and like I don't know, my attraction for this girl was too thick, and it ruined the atmosphere of my friend group, and so me and her found like another friend group of other people, and you know, we started hanging out, and then eventually, I guess, like, then I schismed with that friend group because of the rejection and everything, just immature crap that I was doing, and got with another group of friends, and then eventually circled back to where my original friend group was, which was with my longtime best friend, his brother, and a few other people. And things were great for a while. Then he had gotten a girlfriend by then, and you know, he wasn't as adversarial to me. He was a good guy. Like, I still think he's a good guy. Like, for a while, I was like thinking I hated him, and I don't hate him. Something happened that I probably should not talk about, that caused our great schism. But I shouldn't hate him because he was immature as I was immature, and I probably did things that I don't realize hurt him, like hurt his feelings, and you know, he I think maybe I started like the things that hurt his feelings, and then he in turn like wanted to hurt my feelings, and my hurt feelings was the tap, so to speak. You know, it ended it. And I would love to reconcile it, but I don't think it can be done. That's the problem. But yeah, so he had gotten a girlfriend, and things were cool again. And man, I'll tell you, I just kind of want to like go off on a positive mini story about this guy. He had like bricks for hands. Like when I boxed him, he was like a southpaw, and like a lot of his like southpaws are kind of hard to fight. Like if you've boxed, you get it. Like because you kind of go like, okay, circle left, circle left, circle left. When you circle left on a southpaw, you're doing it wrong. That's the worst thing you should do. You have to go against your natural instinct and circle right, to avoid the power hand of the southpaw. And I was just like he was like getting disheartened because he couldn't drop me. One thing I will say about me as a boxer, one positive bit of praise, is I will take a punch. I will eat it. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll eat it and I'll keep walking towards you. Like, that doesn't mean I'm gonna beat you up. That just means I'm gonna make your hand hurt after wailing on me. But like, yeah, he had bricks in his hands, man. Like he would whack me good when we get in there, and honestly, I kind of still feel now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of feel like I just got rocked by him, like right now. Yeah, he eventually went on a divergent path, and we were two different people then at the end of it. And I'd like to say that was it. He at one point tried to reconcile with me or something. He tried to keep our friendship going. He tried to, but you know, my hurt feelings about like, you know, kind of being you know, critiqued by him more so got in the way of that. And yeah, I kind of just cut him out. Like he called me and I said, I'll call you back, and I didn't call him back. And then somebody told me that he was really hurt by that, and I'm actually trying to prevent welling up tears thinking about that. But yeah, they told me he was like really hurt by that, and I wish I didn't do it. But it's spilled milk, and I don't really want to cry over spilled milk, do I? Okay, so there'll be more on longtime best friend later. I kind of want to talk about another person that I kind of had a long-standing relationship with. He's. I don't like to racialize people, but he was this Asian kid that I met in junior year, and he was one of the funniest people I knew. He was one of the funniest people I knew. I was chilling in the cafeteria because none of my friends had my lunch period, and I would just sit by myself, and that's just kind of what I was. I was like mostly a loner. Like I didn't like branch out much. I have a problem branching out, I guess. And we knew this guy, and almost nothing will be said about this guy because I don't have anything good to say about him. He's like a person that I'm struggling to forgive, and the less thought about him, the better. So this person sold weed to the Asian kid. I'm gonna call him Asian friend. So he sold weed to Asian friend, or he was trying to sell weed to Asian friend, and Asian friend is like, "Hey, you bought weed? You buy weed from that guy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And Asian friend invited me to the lunch table, and that started kind of a really good friendship with my Asian friend. I remember his parents went out of town. Like his parents, his little brother, and his little sister went on a trip somewhere, and me and him got in the car with my mother and my cousin's wife, R.I.P., good Christian woman. Me and him got in the car with my mother and my cousin's wife, and they took us to the movie theaters. And then they were like, "Oh, you spend the night at Asian friend's house tonight, or this weekend." I was like, "Okay, hell yeah!" And so little did my mother know that Asian friend and I had acquired marijuana from some random dude that went to our school. And Asian friend and I'm going to tell another story about me and Asian friend smoking weed. And I don't want it to seem like I'm glorifying smoking weed, but I was on a bit somber note talking about longtime best friend and stories about Asian friend like kind of perk me up a little bit, but they will get weird. The second one's gonna be weird. I have a third one I'm saving for another one that comes to mind. So me and Asian friend smoke weed, and there's this like fat, once again, hate racializing people. There's this fat black kid that's hanging out with us. He was like really he was really heavy set. And God forgive me for this story. So we were sitting there, we were smoking weed, and the fat black kid didn't want to smoke weed. He did not want to, but we kind of bullied him into smoking like weed, like a little bit of weed. Like he took like maybe a couple of hits off of a joint. And I regret this. It's kind of a funny story. So we're watching. We get high, and for whatever reason, we decide to go into Asian friend's basement, turn on the computer, and look up porn. And like, I'm not a full-blown porn addict at this point, but we're watching porn, so like we're kind of doing sexually degenerate behavior right now when we're doing this, and the fat black kid's watching with us, and he's remarking on the gentleman's hangdown in the pornographic film. He's remarking on the gentleman's hangdown, and he goes, "Yeah, mine's about that big." I'm paraphrasing, but yeah. He goes, "Mine's about that big." And me and Asian friend aren't buying that for a minute, but we're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure." And then the fat black kid proceeds to tell us about how all the girls at school want him. And we're like, "No." No, they don't. Come on. We're high, we're not stupid. Like, and that was that night. Then moving on to another story. I'm sitting at home, and Asian friend calls me, and he goes, "Hey, do you want to go to this one kid's house?" It's such a like a random name that I don't feel bad doxing this guy's name, because like I just feel like it's like it's a common last name or whatever. So this kid's name was Mikkel. And he goes, "You want to go to Mikkel's house?" Mikkel was like a weirdo. He was a very strange dude. So me and Asian friend, we get picked up by these two kids. They sell us some weed. And they drop us off at this tutoring center that's like right next door to the house that we're going to, Mikkel's house. And we go into Mikkel, and once again, I hate racializing people. Mikkel and his sister and his sister's daughter, they're all African American. Okay, they're black. And we go there, and like, I think I'm like 17, I may be 18, and Asian friends like 17, maybe 16, and we go in there, and Mikkel's sister says, she starts questioning us. She's like, "Are you guys in any way affiliated with the police or law enforcement?" We're like, "No. Like, why are you asking us? We brought the weed." And she's like, okay, good. And so we sit in this woman's bedroom, and I had no idea, like zero idea, like this is how oblivious I am, that this woman was hitting on me. and like I was like, I guess it was like the weed or whatever, but like after that night, like people would be like Asian friend would be like, yeah, and she was hitting on you, and then another friend, this other black kid, once again hate racializing people, but this other black dude that we were friends with, he goes, yeah, she goes, who's that? She said, who's that white boy you guys are friends with? He's fine, and stuff like that. She was like complimenting me, and I would have spent more time with this woman. Not that I would have done anything sexual with her, or even have gone out with her, but like, man, the flattery after the fact was, put a spring in my step. So we're like, we're sitting in her bedroom, and the movie Grease, of all movies, is playing, and we're playing spades, and we're smoking weed. And Asian friend's not exactly on his best behavior around these African American people that graciously let us into their house and were playing spades with us. He wasn't being like outright like racist, but he was like saying unintentional things that were racially insensitive. Like, he kept being like, yeah, looks like Snoop Dogg, and stuff like that. And like, the woman would be like, why do you keep saying this? And whatnot. And like, God bless this woman with great patience, because she that was the most she said, is like, why do you keep saying this? She didn't get angry, she didn't snap at him. I guess she perceived that he wasn't being malicious, that he was just being mindless rather, and just was able to discern that. And kudos to that woman. I'm not complimenting this woman because of what she said about me after the fact. Okay, that's not why I'm complimenting her. I mean, like, I know how race is a touchy subject for people, so like, her being able to perceive that there was no ill intent to Asian friends, mindless sayings of racial insensitivity is commendable, because it's very easy to get angry, and she would have had every right to get angry, but she didn't get angry, thankfully. And then once again, another notch to this woman being a very kind person was, after we smoked weed, me and Asian friend like walked to the nearby grocery store and bought a bunch of frozen food, and she cooked it for us in the oven. And then we had a feast, and we went back, and then like, she's like, we should spend the night. And like, I was not about to spend the night there, because I thought Mikkel was like really strange, and like, Asian friend told me this story about him having fallen asleep about him spending the night there one time, and Mikkel like kind of put a blanket over him in like a weird way. He thought it was weird, and I was like, I don't want anything like that to happen to me. So after we ate, we walked home, and thankfully it was like nearby, but it was like a long walk, and there was a very brutal hill that I had to walk up and down to get home, and that was a good night. That was a good night. I think that's good for this installment. I don't think it's going to be the best installment, but I really liked it towards the end. So, I'm going to upload it because I made it, or I took the time to record it. And that's the policy of this low effort, high output content. Basically, the only thing that's going to make me not upload an episode is if I lost my mind and started screaming racial slurs for the 30 to 40 minutes that these tend to be. Anyways, at long last, if you listened to this, thank you.